Okay, so the next question is, what is the overhead absorption rate in the manufacturing cost centers per machine hour to the nearest cent? OAR we have to calculate. And other information, it says that you are given the following budgeted details about the two production cost centers of a business: manufacturing and finishing. These are two cost centers. Overheads are given, labor hours are given, machine hours are given, right? So, and it says that the manufacturing cost center is a largely machine based, okay, machine based department, whereas the finishing cost center is very much labor based. Okay, so as you know that you have to calculate OAR whenever this is very important. See, this is very important. You see, when you see this, it says the manufacturing cost center is largely machine based. So you have to divide this OAR from this, and here it says that it is the finishing cost center is labor based. So you have to divide this. So, what is the overhead absorption rate in the manufacturing cost center? Let's see if you are able to get the right answer.
3.07, which is B.
Okay, 3.0. Yours as well is the right one. What do you think? Is this okay? Okay.
Yes.
Right, so Hasni?
Yes.
Okay. And what about the next one? Okay. Hmm. Yes. Okay. What is the overhead absorption rate per machine hour in the finishing cost center? Yes. Did you divide it this from this, as I told you? This. So if you divide, what do you get?
2.2106. So which is 2.11, which
What's
is
it?
A.
2.11.
11.
Okay. Hmm. 2.11 is the right answer, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Easy. So one of the products that a factory makes spends 3 machine hours in the assembly department and 2 labor hours in the packaging department. Okay. Uh, hmm. The overhead absorption rate for each department are as follows: assembly 2.6 per machine hour, packaging 1.75 per machine hour. What is the total amount of overhead to be absorbed in the cost of the product? 1 unit product, and you see that that product is spending 3 machine hours in the assembly department. Are you people getting what to do? Right? So
Yes.
here what you are supposed to do, you have to multiply. From what? You will multiply it
By
2.6
3.
by 2 by 3. Okay. Right?
Yes.
And this
Yes.
you will multiply by 2.
2.
Easy. Okay, let's see. What do we get?
11.48.
11.48. And this?
No, it's a total.
Okay, total you are telling me. Sorry. But let me tell, like 2.66 multiplied by 3, what do you get?
7.98.
Okay, 7.98. And if you multiply these two, 7, so what do we get?
3.5.
3.5, right? So when we add these two,
Yeah.
what do we get?
11.48.
11.48. D is the right option.
Yeah.
Okay. Just a minute. Easy. So let's do the next. What is the total production cost of one unit of the ZZ? A, a factory produces a product called the ZZ, which has direct material cost per unit, direct material cost 4.2, and a direct labor cost this. Okay, what's going on? Okay, each unit of the ZZ spends half an hour in the assembly. Okay, half an hour. Understand? Half an hour. And quarter of an hour being packaged. Quarter, this. So the overhead absorption rate are 4.8 per hour in the assembly department and 3.6 per machine in packaging. So you understand it says that assembly department 1 point half. Okay? Is this okay? And 3.6 per hour in packaging department. So 1 upon 4. Okay. And you can also write it this way. 0.5, right? And it would be what? 0.25. Do you understand or not getting? What you are supposed to do that the total cost, na 4.20 you will write here. See 4.2 and then 4.5665, right? And then what it says, let me write here. It says that 4.8 per hour in the assembly. So you will do it like this. 4.8 you will multiply it with in assembly.
1.
So 1 upon 2.
1 over 2.
Okay. And 3.4, 3.6. So you will multiply it with 1 upon 4. And then add all these. You will get the answer.
You get 12.15, which is D.
So the answer is
12.15.
Swasni, are you getting or not
Yes.
getting?
What?
Because it is a
No.
kind like it's remember this. If it simply says that the overhead absorption rate is this per hour in the assembly department and okay, sir, per hour. Okay, sorry. Like if says that half an hour, it says that 2 hours in assembly. So 2 hours in assembly means you will 4.8 you will multiply it by 2. And it says that in packaging it spends 3 hours, so you will just simply 3.6 you will multiply it by 3. But it is not they are not spending like 2 or 3 hours, only a few minutes. Like, do you understand? So that is why we have
Yes.
to multiply. Remember this, how to deal with this 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 4. It clearly suggests that half an hour means obviously 1 upon 2, not 1 hour.
Yes.
And
So
hmm,
it took a half an hour to make a one unit. So
hmm,
and 1 hour per unit is 480. So we multiply it and we just add everything.
yeah, yeah. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see the next question. What it says that consider the following. All expenses are overheads. Which statement is true and false? This we have to decide. All expenses are overheads. Second says that service cost center overheads should be apportioned to production cost center. Yes.
Statement 2 is correct.
Which statement is correct?
One.
One is
No,
correct.
2 is correct.
Yeah, only two is correct. So D should be the right answer. Why all expenses are overheads? How can you say? Some expenses are direct costs, so they are not overheads. Do you understand?
Oh, okay, okay. Yes, yes.
Hmm. D is the right option. And here also D was the right answer. Why it's not doing? Okay. So the next 7.14. Okay. A business has two production departments, manufacturing and finishing. Details of the overheads absorption rate in these two departments are as follows. Manufacturing overheads absorption rate 1.47 per machine hour and finishing 3.4. One product, the Gantt, has the following details. Labor per hour 4, here 6, finishing 2. Like labor hours per unit. In manufacturing, the labor spends 4 hours and in finishing 2. In machine, 6 hours in machine hours are worked in manufacturing and 1 machine hour is worked in finishing. How much total overheads would be included in the cost of 1 unit of the Gantt to the nearest stand? A, B, C, D. Please check this and then first let me know how you are going to approach this question.
First of,
Yeah.
first of all, we are going to see, since we are dealing with manufacturing overhead absorption rate, we are going to use manufacturing, which we are going to choose machine hours per unit in manufacturing, since we are using a machine. Then in finishing overhead, we are going to use labor hours per unit. So we are going to get 2. So we are going to multiply 6 by 1.47. And in finishing overhead absorption rate, we are going to multiply 2 by 3.04, and then we add. After adding, then we get the answer. So
Okay.
for
what to do?
manufacturing overhead is we are going to multiply 6 by 1.47. We are going to get
Okay.
8.82.
Here we are going to multiply. It says manufacturing overheads absorption rate. Okay. So it says that here we will multiply. Okay. By 6. This is you are saying. So what answer we are getting? So why we are multiplying it with 6? Can you tell me?
Because those are the machine hours, and this is the absorption rate. Manufacturing, the unit cost were
Okay. Because
absorbed
it
at this
says
rate.
it per machine hour. So that's why we'll take machine hour and manufacturing. So Asni, are you getting? Manufacturing
Yeah.
and it says a machine hour, so that's why manufacturing you need to cross match. Machine hours are 6, so what is the answer? You says that 8.82.
8.82, yes.
Okay. Next, labor hours. So uh finishing labor hours, so finishing labor 2. So what do we get? 6.08.
Yes.
So then what else? We'll add these two, right?
Yes.
So what do we get?
We get 14.9.
14.9. Right. So this is the answer. This one. A factory has two production departments, assembly and packaging. Details of the products are overheads are there, budgeted machine hours, budgeted labor hours are there. It says that overheads are absorbed on the machine hour basis. Okay. In the assembly. Very much likely that we have already done. It is just a practice. So overheads assembly, machine hour. Okay. So what we would do? Okay. And here packaging, labor based. So labor, this. Simply divide and get the answer. Yes, please.
Assembly it's 2.086, which is 2.089 when we round it off.
Hmm. So C or D could be the right answer. What about packaging?
Okay, small question. For packaging, why are we taking all the three numbers?
What three numbers we are taking?
Like 64,500 to 30,000, like.
You are saying why we are doing it?
No, why are we taking all the three figures?
All three figures, why we are, I'm not taking all three figures. I'm just doing this way. That you have
Oh,
to
okay, okay.
divide.
So
Yeah, divide.
10,000 is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10. Forget this. Ignore. Good. Ignore. Okay. So if you
So we are
divide 64,500, so what do you get? 2.15.
yes, so the answer should be D.
D is the right answer. Simple. Mm. Okay, so let's do this. It says that budgeted overheads we have 53,900. OAR is 24.50 and actual activity level is 2070. Actual overheads are 54,670. So we have to calculate that overheads are under absorbed or over absorbed. So if uh, I'll, I will not write here the options. First you try, then let's see. Okay, so simply you when you see this, you need to calculate absorbed overheads. And how do you get absorbed overheads? By multiplying OAR from actual activity level, right? So let's do it. Here, let me write. This is the actual activity level and multiply by OAR. So we get this, right? And we have to compare these two. So when I compared, what do I get? This by this. And I told you yesterday, draw a line. Actual overheads are this. Because mostly my students get confused at how to remember over or under. They forget that which one is higher. This one is higher or this one higher. So when we will get over and under. So I always tell them to remember this. Actual overheads are best. So where shall we I write? I should write this here under. So it is under absorbed. By how much? This is. So overheads are under absorbed by 3955. Okay,
All right.
easy. So you people are confident. Is it easy? Like easily you can do it in exam. Not at all difficult. Because in exam it will not ask you any tricky kind of questions. Simple questions, simple calculation would be there. You must know what happens that the students get confused. So what they should compare with. They get
All right.
confused. If you will get the wrong answer in exam if you do it like this. If you just minus this and you are comparing these two. Are you getting? So this is wrong.
Yeah. So
Don't make this mistake. And maybe if you just do it like this, that overheads are under absorbed or over absorbed. If you just compare these two, actual and budgeted. Remember that you have to compare what? Actual versus
so
absorbed overheads. This you have to compare. So when you compare, then you will get the answer that over absorbed by or under absorbed. And don't get confused over and under. You can remember this base because some students get confused that they see there is a difference, but they do not understand that over and under. Over and under, I tell you the trick that you can easily get. So this is it for today. Thank you so very much for joining to this session.